find it in your heart to forgive me. 'Tis my first offense after all. You know, most instances where some kind of event like this would take place, I'd probably make the comment that everyone involved is highly overrated, regardless of whether or not I knew that to be true. But, seeing as I happen to know you personally and whatnot, I reckon you're all right. You should run for office. Any office. I'd vote for you.
Oh, thank you.
Vampires are real, though.
Oh, no.
Buying up real estate, using the gift of eternal life to make explosive property value gains.
I thought it was done.
It's enough to make you sick. Imagine being priced out of a home just because a vampire been sitting on it for 600 years. Oops. I almost got myself riled up again. Well, you have a good one. Don't be a stranger. Oh, and remember, if they let you pilot that thing, anytime you turn left up there, you have the right of way. Or is it the right? Regardless, perhaps the rules of the skies have changed since I was last up there.
No, please, Cooper.
You punch a hard left and the other fella up there doesn't get out of your way, I owe you yakma milk. I'll even offer up to help pry you from the burning wreckage. You know, if time permits. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you stock up on parachutes up there. Folk will tell you those things are safer than automobiles. Well, I beg to differ. Crashed far more airships than I did automobiles I did. Any vehicle, for that matter. Save for school buses. They're deceptive. You think you got the whole sky up there.
I cannot skip.
Giant duck cut. Yeah, never get into a wreck with a giant duck, tell you what. No insurance. You gotta chase them down, get them to land, then what's that look for? Come on, there's plenty more duck eggs where that one came from. They're practically... Anyway, I told you about that time I flipped the bus, huh? I did? Oh, yeah. Well, shucks. I might be running out of stories. I told you about the moon men, right? Yeah, just now. Well, guess I'm at a loss for words. Getcha? That's slang for see you later. Of course you know that. What am I saying?
Oh, no.
You're a Yep, be seen, which is to say, so long. And, you know, do me a favor, will you? Really. Take care of yourself.
You have become more powerful than anyone could ever imagine. Stamina +5. Oh, there is over. We did it. We prevailed. Oh, we are done in here.
Everything's changed so much since you've arrived. For the better, of course. I guess seeing all these important people here to congratulate us, it certainly is a new era for this town. Don't let all this praise and attention change you. Not that I think it would. Just keep being you. I would ask that you promise me that. Because that you is the most wonderful person I've ever met. Congratulations again on all your success.
Is this mine? No. Fine.
This party, I would not have come if not for you. This town never meant much to me. I just liked the weather. You made it into something meaningful, worth fighting for. Just look at all these happy people. They're here to celebrate what you and your friends did. You should be proud.
Now, I know we've put our pasts behind us, but making a good impression on these leader humans wouldn't be the worst first step you can take towards complete and utter world domination. For you, I've given up on that particular dream.
Alright. Okay, that's good.
Your legend grows, beauty human. Strength such as yours shall surely go down in history. Yes! I've been saving that one for a while.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow, I can't believe it's really almost over. I mean, not over, but there's not much left for us to build in this town. We really did it. Remember when I told you I hoped we take Sandrock back to its glory days? Not to give myself too much credit, I mean, I think it's safe to say you were the star of the show. But I do want to say that I enjoyed being there with you, every step of the way. Well, don't let me keep you from the party. I'm sure everyone's dying to meet ya.
You know, this is going to sound kind of crazy, but sometimes I feel like you've become a different person altogether. I mean, in a good way. Like, we were just a couple of dumb kids, and now we've got jobs and stuff. And you're a real professional. Best of the best. Do you ever feel like running into the forest and knocking over beehives anymore? I do. I think I do. Maybe less than back then, but still, a little. I guess we're both getting older, more mature. There are more important things than beehives. But even if things are a little different now, there's one thing I know will never change. You're always going to be my number one. And that feeling hasn't changed a bit.
Something about this party. Everything feels very final. The sense of looming dread is not something I normally get at the Blue Moon, especially since Grace got a lot better at cooking. Why does it feel like everything is about to end? I'm too young for this. Well, I guess I better tell you, in case I don't get the chance. You're the best. Not the best at something, or one of the best somethings. Just the best. The best. No notes. Well, I'm going to see if I can't deal with this weird feeling by patrolling over to the snack table. Hope you're having more fun than I am here. I should have brought Wilson.
You should have. You should have.
There will be times when the wind and the waves will be braved, and when the cloud sails will be lifted, the sea will be shaken. Some ships sink only leagues from the shore, but thousands of vessels should one day sail to and from all the wreckage. Flowers wilt, but new buds bloom just behind them. It has been my honor to sink so that others could swim.
There is one more. Oh wait, magic mirror.
I think some of the people at this party love you as much as I do. That might be a problem.
Oh. You just hang in there. I don't really want to speak to anyone else here. I spoke to the most important ones. I'm not sure why he is up at his house. Hey, why are you not at the party, Way?
Howdy! Excelsior! Here, here! To the greatest commerce guild in the Free Cities! No, the world! Never have I pitied my brother more than now. He had all this potential at his fingertips. Builders like you and Mian in the same guild at the same time? Unheard of. And he squandered it all. I'd write him to rub it in his face, but... well, he has no sense of shame. It'd be a waste of ink. Bah, let's not waste this moment dwelling on shadows of the past. To the future! To our future! Catch you later.
Well, go down and enjoy the party, maniac. Good. There was something over there, but...
Greetings! Pretty crazy party. I brought the whole gang. There are far fewer resistances these days, so it was easy to make time. Lumi and I are doing great as friends. Things are great with me and Jadina. And yeah, the future is bright. Oh, Jadina? She had to leave after my jet talk. Don't worry, I can give you a proper introduction another time.
Fair enough. People are down here, just then snapping out of here, perhaps. And you are still here. How long are you gonna stay here? Can I swim? Oh. I cannot swim. But I finally jumped into the water.
Please keep your hands and feet inside the imaginary, I mean real vehicle.
Well, Get is here as well.
To your left, you'll see the fabulous Porsche Tunnel, a joint effort, several leagues through solid rock that connect us to our water-shipping neighbors.
Who is piloting this thing?
To your right, the fabulous Katori World! Happiest place in the Free Cities! But don't take my word for it. Take the whole family for a ride on the world-famous Coaster World!
Oh, apologies for the turbulence, but what you're feeling now is only a fraction of the wind that we used to get before. With that, allow me to direct your attention towards...
Is this the Outback?
Outback Forest! And everything else! Over there's all the trees that we planted. With people like my aunt, and the builder, and Mr. Zeke, and Mian, and Nia!
We've got one more trick up our sleeve, as it were. This airship is equipped with environment-maintaining technology. Incredible. Coming up now on the last stop of the tour.
Is it my workshop?
What you see before you is Martel's Oasis. restored to its former glory through the monumentous efforts of our wonderful townsfolk. Indeed, what you see before you is the jewel of the Eufaula.
And my workshop, which is very pretty from up here.
This concludes the tour. Now, everyone, please just enjoy the ride.
Oh, nice. Talk to Trudy. Well,
how do you feel?
I think I'm sad somehow. Kinda airsick. Bored up here, to be honest. Good. Accomplished.
Oh, yes. Me too. We've accomplished so much. But while this may be the end of our journey, it's still only the beginning for Sandrock. It's been a long road. Sometimes, when I look at old photographs, I hardly recognize myself. To think that flawed person changed to be the one standing here with you now. Sometimes things looked bleak, really bleak, but we had each other and new friends we made along the way. We pushed through. We never gave up, no matter how bad it looked. And through it all, we were able to create a better world for our children. So, what's next for us? I really can't say. But what I do know is that we have earned our destiny. Every day here, every day belongs to us. Life goes on here because of what we did, because of all of us. I know we made a difference. I still feel the weight that comes from everything down there. But it's different now. I feel a kind of safety under that weight. Maybe it's because I know we can carry it now.
I think Ged might be the first mole on our ship.
Don't work too hard.
Well, there we go. 200 days, exactly. Let's see, it's been 200 days since you got off the train from Highwind and began your adventure in Sandrock. At that time, Mian and President Jan came to welcome you, and the latter of which didn't give you the best of impressions. You and Mian then registered your workshops. Yeah, that's true. You heard whispers that Sandrock was a dying town, but you wouldn't have guessed it by the faces of the diligent townsfolk. Bright with hope. In no time at all, you had plenty of new acquaintances and would soon become friends. See, when you first set foot in Sandrock, Mayor Trudy was off in the desert experimenting with the desert planting. The town you arrived at was a bit disorganized, you can say that. Jan had allowed a backlog of commissions to accumulate, and the most important of which was the crane lift meant for Rocky and his crew. You built a full salvage crane lift on day one, summer year one. Before long, you learned about the infamous Logan gang as they forced to be board a train. The motivation then were all of a mystery. The other dangers of Sandrock became apparent quickly. To a once peaceful group of lizard folk, the Gigglers became hostile and emboldened. launching numerous attacks against Sandrock, which you repelled. Ultimately resulting in the destruction of the Shonesh Bridge and the literal fall of the Giggler President via his own hubris. Defender the Greenhouse, day 15, okay. Took to the Gecko Station, day 22, summer. Yeah, okay. Rebuilding the bridge was no simple task. It took all of Sandrock coming together to make it happen. Director Chi was pleasantly surprised when the person sent to inspect the bridge turned out to be none other than his childhood friend Mint. We did all of this in the first month. With the bridge restored, everyone breathed a sigh of relief, but the calm was quickly shattered by a brazen attack on the water tower. Fleeing the scene, you came face to face with Logan for the first time. The town was shocked to think he might have done this. Unwavered, Elsie sought your help investigating Logan's abandoned home, in hope of finding something to explain his behavior and perhaps even prove his innocence. It took us a day to repair it. In the midst of this turmoil, you started to learn the history of Sandrock and what citizens really hoped for in the future. Zeke taught you about the straw grid and how to plant crops in Sandrock to start doing your part towards greenifying the city. When Trudy returned, there was some debate as to whether it was even possible to restore Martel Oasis to its original form. But ultimately, you preserved and proved to all the naysayers there was hope. As Sandrock began to pick itself up, bandits attacked intensified. Logan kidnapped Matilda at the opening ceremony of the Little Woods. You rescued her unharmed, but Miguel was furious and called for a bounty hunter to track down Logan. This led to the meeting of an imposter who turned out to be a friend. And he appeared day 11, spring year 2. Was it spring year 2? Is it true? Well, hold on. Oh wait, so yeah, that's true. We are on year 3 right now. Yeah, then it matches. We're on spring, like day 2 of spring, the year 3. Sandrock's success in planning Littlewood, as well as the excellent handling of the crisis after crisis, piqued the interest of the world-famous business mogul Musa, who soon paid a visit. The welcoming party did not go as expected. Luckily, Mort pursued Musa to give the town one more chance to show it's worth investing in. Just as he did, however, another echo crisis reared its head. A strange green ooze was causing pollution from the inside of the Valley of Whispers, caused by the Rat Queen's crazed search for her daughter. Some citizens like Rian and Danby even wanted to leave, and we told them to leave. Seeing the Rang Sandrocker's spirit firsthand, Musa's interest in the town was renewed, and he pulled the trigger on the road to Portia Initiative. A plan you worked on with Heidi, she, Albert, and Mint, among others. Despite going quiet for some time, Bronco the Kid managed to find clues in a roundabout way led you to Logan's hideout. In the end, it was you alone who made it into the bandits' den. From here, the conspiracy surrounding Sandrock began to unravel. Suddenly, it all came to a head when Logan pulled down the statue of Peach in front of everyone at the Horror's trial. It turned out that Miguel and Penn were Duvas agents sent to dry up Sandrock. You exposed them, but they didn't go down without a fight. Our saboteurs behind bars all seemed to be well in Sandrock again. Logan and Horror rejoined the town. Grace was preparing to complete her mission, but it was then we discovered the true meaning behind the water conspiracy. Duvas was planning to attack Sandrock. Just when the Sandrockers thought they had clutched victory from the jaws of defeat, one final Duos operator revealed herself, Matilda, pulling the plug on your defenses. Duos was able to swoop in and occupy Sandrock. It was up to you and the citizens of Sandrock to unfasten their sinister hold on your town. With Sandrock back under your control, the decision had to be made, whether to stay or wait for Alliance support, or investigate the Duo's presence in the north. Heroically, you and your friends rode Daisy the Duck headfirst into battle. Do you have a picture of that? No, we don't have a picture of when we were riding it. Let's see, Logan battled Penn over the moon. With Duos out of the way, there were nothing stopping you and your friends from making Sandrock into a beautiful oasis Marshall always believed it could be. Step by step, her dream became a reality. Road to Porsche complete day 12, autumn year 2. Okay, this is a lot. With his days of banter behind him, Logan turned himself in, asking to be held to the full account of the law. Nevertheless, it was impossible to ignore the role he played in saving Sandrock. So he was given a lenient sentence, and before long could once again call himself a Sandrocker. With Jan behind bars, someone had to take up his mantle. Who would have thought it would be his not evil but good twin brother, Wei, who had previously been thought lost in the parentheses. Soon after former nemesis of Sandrock, Larry the Giggler, president, was found, broken. Throughout the compassion of viewers and others, he became a friend and a member of Sandrock. With Sandrock becoming livable and more families moving in, Mayor Trudy thought it was right to start investing in education. Mian thought so too and donated most of her payback stolen by Jan to the project. Next, Trudy set her sights back towards greenification. Second round of desert planting, day 18, autumn year 2. Unfortunately, the portion of water in 6 current know-how to weren't enough. They called in an expert from Highwind to consult, and to your surprise, along with him came your old friend Nia. With the Professor Lau's knowledge and Wei's discoveries up north, you were able to progress technology and build a pipeline, bringing even more water to the oasis. So the new Sandrock complete day 17, winter year 2. This is what we did yesterday. Katora was finally able to manifest her own dream, the dream of creating an amusement park in Sandrock. Katora World now brings people from all over the world to enjoy her park and Sandrock culture. All your great successes earned the attention of the Free Cities, and Sandrock was selected to be the host of the Quintessential Alliance Summit, in addition to to build a high-tech airship. After the summit, all the representatives were able to see all of your accomplishments and the beauty of the newly rejuvenated oasis riding comfortably on your airship, proving once and for all, Mortal Oasis, the Jewel of Afala, has finally returned. Your great adventure was also decorated with rewards of daily life, to commissions of the board at the guild, and personally from friends who needed your help. Every contribution you made to the town, big and small, made a difference in at least one person's life. Your work in the Commerce Guild was nothing short of legendary. The numbers you put up for the guild left builders across the land in awe. You will be forever remembered as a standard that all builders strive to reach. Total commissions completed 636. Now, I don't think I would have been able to make 1,000 over the year. We did skip most of them in the winter, which means no, I could not have made it 1,000. That would be a little bit too hard. Some weekends you went in to do a bit of extra work by inspecting other builders' items. They were always appreciated having a pair of expert eyes on their work in order to help them improve. We only did it twice. It was the same day, I remember that. It was just no point. It was so unrewarding, really. So no. Sometimes life got in the way and you had to complete commissions a bit late. 16 times to be exact. But everyone understood that a volatile Sandrock schedule could lead to delays. As your commissions became more demanding, you began to rely on the Ophala salvage and your mole friends to help get the materials you needed. By working together, you were able to make Sandrock a better place. You commissioned them for materials 3 times. No matter how busy you got, you never had trouble keeping the balance. A good night's sleep is the best skincare routine there is. As such, it was quite rare to see you with panda eyes. We fainted a few times though. Oh, here we go. All the huge commissions you took on for the town usually put you in the contention for Workshop of the Year. But it was always just out of your grasp. The other builders really pulled their weight. Money doesn't buy happiness, but it does buy upgrades for your house. All in all, you earned that is 1,659,478 goals. Pretty handsome sum, I say. And you know that sometimes you have to spend money to make money. You spend 1,461,534 of it. The desert is a very thirsty place. You collected 1,459 dew, either in your workshop or out in the desert. Yeah, but most of that must have been collected when we built that water farm. You bought 2,570 units of water from Burgess at the water tower. When we were investigated by Justice, I answered thousands of liters, so I guess I was not far off on that mark. You used a total of 34,976 units of water in your machines. We did use a lot. When it came to your social life, your time in Sandrock has been a wonderful growing experience, as you met people who will surely be your best friend for life. You never let the other things going on get in the way of your personal relationship, and your friends truly appreciate that. As the days turned into months, you always try to find time to participate in the local festivals. You grabbed 24 gifts during the Day of the Bright Sun. We did it only once. You caught wait, what? You caught the most ghosts in the Kid Chase of Memory 0 times. You won the running of Yakimel twice. You cooked 12 dishes for the Winter Solstice Barbecue Fest. You served everyone the Dance of 0 times. Yeah, we never did that. You crossed the finish line first in the sand running races one time. You defeated all the competitions in the Sandrock showdown at high noon 0 time. We did it once though. You're a real party lover and enjoy company of friends at home. You often prepare lots of delicious food. Everyone loves going to your house and leave with full belly and a full heart. We only did it once. Okay, we hosted 3 parties. I didn't know that. For some, time spent in Sandrock was a time of romance. And many would have found it hard to choose who that special someone might be. But you realized that you only had eyes for one person and made sure to make them yours. Your favorite place to go on dates were Whack-A-Mole, where you shared many happy memories. You shared 4 hugs and 4 kisses along the way. That's quite little though. You gave 134 gifts. You went out with friends or on dates twice. 8 times you were feeling romantic and you just had to say so to the person you were speaking to. Nevertheless, your pointed memory for dates, times, and schedules allowed you to keep up with the pretenses of being in love with just one. No one ever saw through your veil of treachery. You were caught cheating 0 times. Day 12. Where is it? Yeah. Day 12, 3 year, 2. No, that's not correct. It must be the month, right? Must be autumn. We got married in autumn. And marriage was not the only beginning of your happily ever after. On day 10, winter year 2, Bjorn came into the world and joined your beautiful family. Bjorn continues to grow and learn and take after you, which has brought you and your partner incredibly joy. That's right. Well, I tried to teach him, but yeah. Oh. There were also quite few domestical animals living in and around Sandrock. Despite his initial difficulty fitting in, you helped Banyu to come to find a loving home, and even cured him of his conditions. What Nemo lacked in brains, what Nemo lacked in brains, he made up for being adorable. Still better behaved than Banyu, while being twice as excited about everything you ever did. Okay. Since your arrival, you cut down 4 trees. Wait a sec. 4? That's amazing. You must have really taken the Sandrock spirit to heart. No doubt your diligence stopped a sandstorm or 2. And also Bird is very proud of you. Did I cut down 4 trees? I never cut down 4 trees nearby the town, which was the rule or law. The ruins around Sandrock are many and vast, as yourself can attest to. You set foot in nearly every floor of every ruin known to exist in the area. Overall, you ended up paying the Civil Corps 5,840 gold for their management and maintenance to spend time in abandoned ruins. No, that's not correct. I sent them away for a lot more than that. But with all the valuable materials you found, you earned back that money 1,000 times over. While adventuring, you encountered and defeated 191 rare monsters. They provided with unusual materials, and in dispatching them, you made a town a safer place as well. Altogether, you dove into the hazardous ruins 8 times, earning the admiration of the Civil Corps. But somewhat worrying your friends and family. Other times, though, you needed to ask for backup from your fellow Civil Corps men. They were happy to help you out while you focused on other more important things. Here we go. You commissioned the Civil Corps 36 times in total. Showing great combat prowess, you defeated 924 monsters on your way to victory. Down in the ruin, you found countless data discs left from the old world. Partnering with Chia, the research center, you managed to create 477 machines to add to your workshop lineup. Also, while diving, you found all sorts of relic fragments. Of the 55 types you encountered, you managed to restore 75 of them. How is that correct? Of the 55 types you encountered, you managed to restore 75. Isn't that more? It must be the other way around, maybe. Currently, there are 90 exhibits on display at the Katori's Museum, most of which were donated by you. Thanks to you, many people have been able to learn more about the old world and cherish the new one we all live in. When you came to Sandrock, you could hardly fry an egg. But in time, your skills rivaled even the top chefs of the 3 cities. still, you were never too big to stop in the blue moon from time to time. You learned to cook 0 unique dishes. You ate at the blue moon 10 times. Finding beauty all around you, sometimes you couldn't help but snap a photo. You took 1 photograph of Sandrock. Sometimes you needed to go down. Sometimes you needed to some downtime at the Golden Goose. You played games at the game center 11 times. Alright. Between the many ups and downs of your adventure, it was always nice to take a break and drop in line in the quick sand pool. You caught 201 fish in total, but we managed to never catch a kingfish. Once you had a stable, you sought out a mount to serve as your faithful steed. You purchased 2 mounts. We didn't do that. We got 1 free and we bought 1. A run of great styles. Embracing the lifestyle of the Sandrock rancher, you raised animals with love and care. We just raised them, we didn't sell. You raised 4 floppies and 4 yakmos. We also did the chickens. Many people came into your life when you moved to Sandrock, and some of them are much better off having met you. Trudy finally became the mayor you always knew she could be. With careful counsel from friends and experts, she confidently led Sandrock into the age of glory. All she needed was people like you to believe in her. Cooper and Hugo have written many songs based on the events of your life, so they tend to be awfully squirrely about admitting it. The tension between Cooper and his daughter have been resolved thanks to your assistance. They always loved each other, but now they are better at expressing that and communicating with one another. Mabel approves of the new dynamic and spends less time stressing and more time providing delectables to the other citizens of Sandrock. The world was made a better place with the apprehension of the violent criminal Penn and the shameless schemester Jan. Matilda, whatever her real name is, she now has a lot of time to think about what she's done. Hopefully she can still see from the space the Sandrock's getting greener by the day. The old Bitter Mason read about you in the news and breathed a sigh of relief, glad it was all over. Who knows, however, if his past will ever catch up to him. Burgess stepped up and became the minister of Sandrock Church of Light, but only because the people of Sandrock gave him the confidence to do so. Justice and Unsure made a name for the Sandrock Civil Corps because of you. And not just for drawing photorealistic and other wanted posters. Once Sandrock became a safer place to live, it made sense to start building a school. Without that, Jane would have never found her new home in Sandrock. Owen still sits quietly behind the bar at the Blue Moon Saloon, but now he has more stories than ever to tell. Rocky and his wife Crystal now have been extremely justified in being the last salvage company to hold out in the Sandrock slump. With the newly found starship ruins, they'll likely be digging up relics that will move them to a bigger house before long. Katori found success by building her businesses and finally her theme park. Her drive to prove herself separated from her family, but in the end she was able to reunite and reconnect with her son, who is very proud of his mother. Miguel fell down into a rabbit hole of dangerous philosophy, which led him to act in ways many would find hard to forgive. Nevertheless, you persevered and helped him understand that even someone such as himself deserved a second chance. No, I didn't. I have been really stalwarted about him being locked up and being shipped away to maximum security. Amira and our view have grown as people, and the relationship with siblings is now stronger than ever. Their businesses are now successful, and they become the providers for their family as they've always dreamed they could be. Rian and Danby finally gained the security they needed to start a family in the newer, greener Sandrock. Playing some small part in your adventure helped bring them closer together than ever before. Unsure had his own hopes and dreams becoming the deputy of Sandrock, which he did, having reached the same rank as deputy captain. Their bond has grown stronger as well. People often forgot about Venti. Despite her being lively, outgoing and positive, she somehow managed to fade into the background. Not to you though. Even when Venti was caked in grime, you made her feel valuable. As chief consultant for Pablo's fashion show, you ensured that it would go off without a hitch, as well as attract quite a crowd. The show really made the jewel of the Fala shine, and proved that Sandrock isn't just a passing fad. Long talks with Heidi helped her figure out what exactly she wanted to do with her life, and with that little added boost of confidence, she was able to convince her master Verna that perhaps there was more to life than just being an avant-garde. The mysterious Dr. Fang came out of his shell and learned that sometimes a stranger is just a friend you haven't met. He handles things in his clinic much more effectively, and X the Raven now has plenty of time for Coco. Between Cram's sessions, Hara often thinks of you, Logan and Andy. This semester he was at the top of his class, which has earned him a hefty scholarship for next year. Logan sleeps with both eyes closed at night, his name cleared and his debt to society paid. He serves as a role model for the young Andy, who will surely go on to do great things with all the support he's received as a member of your community. Grace had a highlight of her career with your help. Some adventures are too great, even for super spies. So she decided to come back to Sandrock to retire and be the cook she always pretended to be, at least for a while. You, Mian, and Nia have become 6 angels of sorts, taking over many of Moist Reform's duties to help him push greenification knowledge even further. With Mian always over there, sometimes you forget how many builders come to Sandrock in the first place all that time ago. Director Chief finally found the Olympia, though not exactly in the way he had hypothesized. With all the technology you helped him find, he has now begun looking into the concept of virtual reality. Musa the man moving and shaking things behind the scenes saw the potential of Sandrock, and he's now continuing to invest in the establishments all around the Fala. He next set his sights on the northern edge of the Alliance. Because of you, life in Sandrock goes on, renewed with hope and ideals. Tender seeds broke through the hard soil and found new life above the surface. Sandstorms are all but gone, nourishing rains fall more than it ever has, and sometimes beyond the clouds, if you're closer, you can see Martel, looking down on the new oasis with a smile. That was it, I think. And there we have credit roll. Well, it was really nice. I think I enjoyed this quite a lot more than Porsche. I cannot really put my finger about it though. I think it was it felt like a little bit more reasonable grind in this game. But I don't know. Porsche, I remember Porsche being very grindy. It didn't feel like it was grindy. I don't know why. It was a lot to do though. Maybe it's just because I didn't know what to do in Porsche. I knew what to do here So I was prepared this time. But yeah, this was very, very lovely. I must have clocked in over like 130 hours or something like that. There's a lot of backers. Oh shit, we're not gonna be able to go through all this, it's gonna take ages.